Hey, so I've been wanting to do a video kind of showing how Lego Rock Band DS is played at a high level because I'd love to build the community, and I think a lot of these strategies I've kind of figured out on my own because there's not really any resources. So I'll probably do a more serious video eventually, but for now, I'm going to show you, just kind of talk about some of the thoughts and decisions I made during one of my good runs of Song 2. So hopefully this is helpful. If it's not helpful at all, I will make a better video eventually. But yeah, for now, enjoy. Alright, so the song starts. You can see this here is obviously an overdrive phrase. Before we get into the actual strategies, I just want to mention that you want to get as many of these as possible, pretty much at any cost, because they're worth a lot of points. I think double when you activate any notes you hit, including purple bricks, which you see right here in the crappy screen resolution. So you also want to try to activate overdrive and get as many purple bricks in there as possible. So yeah, we're going to collect this. And then also, just of note, you can see this guitar part has a lot of notes, and not only that, it's a lot of guitar chords, which are, I believe, worth double single notes. So you also want to try to get as many points from these as possible. So you're going to try to activate overdrive. I'm going to try to activate overdrive on as many of these sections as possible. So alright, so you saw I hit that one note on the vocals, and I know that might seem kind of strange, but we're going to come back to that. So that froze. So now we're just trying to get band groove as quick as possible. So you can see I get on the bass. So I got the band groove on the bass, as you saw, so there's a lot happening there. So once I get the purple note, you see I switched to drums in the middle to try to get more points instead of just waiting for that overdrive on the vocals here. So I get the overdrive on the vocals. You see me switch back again. So, you know, I'm not going to just hit no notes if there's notes available. And I hit that overdrive again. So now I have almost full overdrive. Typically, I like to activate overdrive when it's full or nearly full. I found it can last longer, and it's bigger chance you'll get more overdrive during that activation. So sometimes you can activate with less, especially if it's like at the end of a song. But yeah, note that. Alright, so one big strategy here you'll notice is I activated the overdrive right before the purple note. So let's rewind. Let's rewind a bit. So yeah, so you saw I activated the overdrive, then hit that purple note immediately after. That's just really common strategy I think is really important, because if you activate right before getting a purple brick, one, it's double points, 6,000 instead of 3,000. But also it maximizes the chance that you'll get more purple notes during that activation. So that's that. So that's why I did that. Now you're going to see here I immediately switched to drums to get overdrive, of course, because, you know, we want all that. And then immediately after we go to the guitar, which I mentioned earlier has a lot of points on it. So we're at the guitar. We're going to stay there as long as we can. You can see here it wants me to go to bass. It wants me to go to bass, but I'm going to stay on guitar as long as I can. The only reason I would switch is, one, if I'm about to lose that band groove, or if there's overdrive on another instrument, potentially, which happens right here. Now that quick switch was just trying to maximize points, because there was overdrive or points there that I could get. So that's not really that necessary. It's like an extra couple points. So now I'm back on the bass because I don't want to lose that band groove. If I see it quickly flashing, that's kind of my cue to, yeah, I gotta go get that. So we're gonna get that purple brick. Overdrive appears on vocals, as you can see. I kind of watch the nearby tracks for overdrive if I don't have a strategy yet, to, you know, so I can quickly switch and get that overdrive if necessary. So we get that overdrive. Now we're on the guitar. Now I know I did that because I knew that there was overdrive there. So definitely one thing you want to do when you're trying to get a high score in the song, one of the first things you want to do is remember where the overdrive phrases are, or like just play it a bunch and you'll get to know where the overdrive phrases are. So yeah, that would have been very hard to see if I didn't know it was there. So one big thing about getting good at LEGO Rock Band DS is to just play a lot and know where the overdrive phrases are. And there's actually an overdrive phrase on guitar there I missed if you... Yeah, so there was no way I could see that, so... But I get the bass one. Get the purple brick, immediately switch. Now you can see there was a purple brick available for me on vocals. Right here. But there was also overdrive on drums I needed to get, so I decided to prioritize that over, because I can get that purple brick very quickly later, so. Then I also go back to guitar, since there's nothing happening on vocals. Like we said, we want to get as many points on that guitar part as possible. And I get that overdrive, or purple brick very quickly. And I still stay on guitar, because like I said, lots of points there. So pay attention to where lots of notes and guitar chords are. Those are things to watch. That typically means lots of points. And I switch over, get that overdrive phrase. And you see I do a lot of switching, you know, to hit notes when they're available. That's really tricky. That comes with practice. But also to get that overdrive phrase, because I need that overdrive phrase. And I go back to bass, get this overdrive phrase. Oh my goodness. Another overdrive phrase. I switch over to get that. And I go in guitar in the middle to get more points. You see, I saw all those... Let's go back. So... I know the song, but if you don't, you'll see all those chords there. I switch over there because I want all those chords. Especially because I know I won't lose band groove because I just switched to bass. So I go get those. Then now I go back to bass, get those, get the purple brick. Now that was a little lag. I probably should have switched to drums right there so I had a better chance at a purple brick before the song ended, because the song's almost over.
Holy shit.
And then you hear me getting excited, but I switched to guitar because, again, lots of chords. I lost band groove at the end, but it got me a high score at the time. So if you lose band groove like a note or two before the end, that's typically fine. Obviously it'd be optimal if you had band groove the whole time, but yeah.
That's first place?
Not anymore.